Law enforcement officials in Ventura County, Thousand Oaks, announced on February 23, 2026, that the young woman found stabbed to death in a high school parking lot in 1980 has finally been identified, bringing long awaited answers to her grieving family. The victim, who was discovered more than 46 years ago in the upper parking lot of Westlake High School, was at the time known only as Jane Doe Ventura County. She was found on July 18, 1980, suffering from multiple stab wounds and, in a heartbreaking detail, was several months pregnant when she died. For nearly half a century, investigators struggled to determine her identity. The case went cold, and the young woman's name was lost until recent advances in forensic science changed everything. In collaboration with the DNA Doe Project, detectives were able to reanalyze her DNA and connect it to living relatives. In January 2026, that genetic breakthrough finally provided a positive identification. Officials revealed the victim to be Maricela Rocha Parga, a 22-year-old woman from Los Angeles at the time of her death. Her identity, lost for decades, was finally restored thanks to new DNA technology and years of persistent investigative work. The homicide was linked to Wilson Chuest, a convicted killer already serving a life sentence for other violent crimes. DNA evidence first connected Chuest to the case in 2011, long before Parga's name was known, and he was later convicted and given another life sentence without the possibility of parole for her murder. At a press conference, sheriff's officials said the identification not only solved a long-running mystery, but also allowed the victim's family to finally begin the healing process. Parga's siblings, some of whom had waited decades hoping for answers, expressed both grief and relief now that her name has been restored and her story reclaimed from anonymity. Authorities emphasize that each solved cold case represents the impact that modern forensic science and relentless detective work can have, not only for justice, but for the loved ones who never gave up hope.